Previously, we examined how other schools of thought view Imama, leadership, Khilafah after the Prophet ﷺ. We examined what could be the basis for Shura, consultation, or a group of people electing a ruler. We examined that. We analyzed the verses of the Shura and the Holy Quran. Now we will present the arguments that the Ahl al-Bayt school of thought puts forward when it comes to the appointment of the Imam, of the Khalifa, of the successor to the Prophet ﷺ. Before we examine who was appointed, first we will examine, is there any evidence from the life of the Prophet ﷺ, from the Holy Quran, from the hadith, from the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, that Imamah, that leadership after the Prophet, Khilafah, the successorship to the Prophet, must it be appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or that's something left to the people to decide? Is Imamah by divine, godly appointment or no? This is something that we will examine in our discussion tonight and in subsequent discussions. Before we examine the verses that could be cited to establish that Imamah is a divine position appointed by God, let's present two brief incidents in the life of the Prophet which demonstrate that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can choose the Imam. One of those is a discussion that happened between the Prophet ﷺ and members of the Bani Amir tribe. When the Prophet was in Mecca, tribes would visit at the time of the pilgrimage. The Prophet ﷺ would meet the tribes and he would ask them for support. He would introduce them to the religion of Islam, then he would ask them for support. Sometimes he would visit their tribes asking them for support. One of those tribes, which the Prophet ﷺ asked for support from, was the tribe of Bani Amir. Now, Ibn Hisham, in his Sirah al-Nabawiyya, volume 2, page 424, captures this conversation between the Prophet and that tribe. So when the Prophet invited Bani Amir to the religion of Islam, they had come to Mecca at the time of the pilgrimage. The leader, the chief of Bani Amir said the following to the Prophet: أَرَأَيْتَ إِن نَحْنُ بَايَعْنَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَمْرِكَ. Do you see that if we pledge you allegiance, we support you, we join you, we accept what you have to offer, ثُمَّ أَظْهَرَكَ اللَّهُ عَلَىٰ مَنْ خَالَفَكَ, then God grants you victory. You will be victorious in the face of those who are opposing you, meaning the Quraysh in Mecca. أَيَكُونُ لَنَا الْأَمْرُ مِنْ بَعْدِكَ. After you, will we be in charge? They're trying to make a deal with the Prophet. They're honest, right? We'll support you. But here's the condition. After you, will we be the leaders, the caliphs? We will rule and decide. We will continue your leadership. Can we make such a deal? What was the response of the Prophet? This was his response. He said, Al-amru ila Allah yada'uhu haythu yasha. He says, this matter is not my dominion. It belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He chooses who will succeed. He will choose those leaders. Well, the Prophet ﷺ was in dire need for their support. They had a huge tribe. They could have tipped the scale in Mecca in favor of the Prophet. When he needed them most, the Prophet rejected their offer. He said, sorry. This is not something I decide. This is something decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They refused, they backed down, and they did not support the Prophet. Yes. Yes. The source that I quoted was Sirat ibn Hisham, volume 2, page 424. There are other sources, but this is one source from the Sirah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes, Banu Amir were a famous tribe. They came to Mecca at the time of the Hajj. They met the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this exchange happened between them.
Can you just give the reference again? Sirat ibn Hisham, volume 2?
Yes, Sirat ibn Hisham, volume 2, page 424. So this is a Sunni source that's quoting this conversation that happened between the Prophet and Bani Amir. So the Prophet here is clearly stating that this issue of leadership is by the appointment of God. It's not something that even I as a Prophet will decide, let alone the people getting together and deciding. This matter is the dominion of God. He decides. And remember, when did the Prophet say this? When he was in desperate need of supporters. Meccans were conspiring. They wanted to drive him out of Mecca. They wanted to assassinate him. He really needed their support. But the Prophet did not accept that offer. What does that indicate? Yes.
Did they end up becoming Muslims even after Rasulullah told them this?
No, they did not join the religion of Islam, unfortunately. In fact, one of their wise men rebuked them. He told them, you lost by not joining this man, because all indications are that he's truthful and sent by God. So no, unfortunately, for personal political interests, they didn't think the Prophet was going to achieve victory, because they saw nearly every tribe betraying the Prophet and abandoning the Prophet. So they're like, you know what, what's in it for us? At least if he promises to give us the leadership after him, there's something in it for us. We'll go and fight. We lost. Okay. But if we achieve victory, then we're the rulers. But if we join him, and the best scenario is that he will achieve victory, then somebody else is going to rule. Nah, forget it. We're not up for such an offer. So the Prophet clearly told them in this conversation, the matter belongs to Allah. Now, if Shura was the way to choose the Khalifa, why didn't he tell them? Hey guys, there's Shura after me, get together, inshallah maybe one of you could elect the other. Why didn't he tell them that if that was the case? Why didn't he say, you know what, it's up to the community. You guys just, you can get together and you decide after me. No, he makes no mention of that. He mentions one thing. He says, Al-amru ila Allah yada'uhu haythu yasha. This matter belongs to Allah. He will decide. So this is one piece of evidence that we can use to demonstrate the position of the Ahlul Bayt, that the Imam must be chosen by God. No discussion. The second incident from the history of the Prophet ﷺ is an interesting one with the King of Yamama. There was a king in Yamama. Yamama is northeast of Mecca. Modern day Riyadh, that region is called Yamama. There was a Christian king over there who ruled. His name was Hawdha, some say Hawza ibn Ali al-Hanafi. The Prophet ﷺ sends him a letter. He sends him a letter through Salit ibn Amr al-Amiri. He sends him to the king of Yamama. And he asks him to join the religion of Islam. He explains to him the core principles of Islam, and he asks him to join. Come and join me. You're a king over there. We've heard some good things about you. Why don't you come and join us? Now, when he read the letter of the Prophet, he liked the letter of the Prophet. What did he say? In his response to the Prophet, the Christian king of Yamama, he told the Prophet, "Ma ahsana ma tad'u ilayh." What you're calling to is beautiful. It's amazing. I love your religion. And I am a famous poet. My people have a lot of respect for me. And the Arabs respect me because I have power and I have a kingdom. Let's make a deal. فَاجْعَلْ لِي بَعْضَ الْأَمْرِ أَتَّبِعْكَ. Make me a ruler. Give me some power. I will follow you. I will follow you. And by the way, in his letter, the Prophet told him, if you join me, you'll still stay the king. You know, it's not like we're asking you, come and be a nobody here in Mecca or Medina. No, you can stay the king, but just join the religion of Islam. He said, okay, but what about after you? Give me some of that leadership, I will follow you. Now imagine having a king with his kingdom, with so much power, and he is promising to follow your religion and support you, but he has one request, one condition. Give me that leadership after you. Can I be the Khalifa after you? And then he threatened the Prophet. He's like, either that or I'm not supporting you. In fact, I might even fight you, according to some versions of the letter. The Prophet ﷺ received his letter. The Prophet said, no, I do not accept his offer. Then he said to Allah, oh Allah, you're the only one whom I need. Don't make me need any of these people who are putting these conditions on me. Now, why didn't the Prophet write to him in a letter, we'll discuss this, it's okay. You know, we'll have this Shura after me and you'll decide. No. He doesn't make any mention of that. He makes it very clear, this is not something that I will compromise. This is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no negotiation. You know, oftentimes the Prophet would negotiate with people. Even with the mushrikeen of Mecca, the pagans of Mecca, the Prophet negotiated a treaty with them. The Prophet wasn't the stubborn leader who did not want to negotiate. When it came to two things, he never negotiated. Oneness of Allah, idol worshipping, no. The Prophet did not negotiate that. He would not accept the offers of the Meccans that you recognize our idols and we'll follow you. They told him that. He refused. The other thing was khilafah. It was non-negotiable. Don't negotiate with me who's going to be the leader after me. This is not something that the Prophet ever accepted to negotiate in his life. What does this tell us about khilafah, imamah, leadership after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? You know, those who really believe in the Shura, which we said, by the way, in our previous discussions, that none of the first three caliphs were really appointed by a genuine Shura. But even if you accept Shura, it's very disturbing that the Prophet never made any references to it. He never talked about leadership coming through Shura. So what is the basis for this Shura? For people electing the Khalifa or the leader? We don't have such a precedent, such an indication, such a reference in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.